They can hear you right now.
Okay, so they can hear us, but
yes,
can't,
yes, we are
see us.
live. Welcome to
Hey there.
Blue Wall
Blue Wall Podcast. What is this, number 43, 48? Where have I been
48.
the last 5 weeks?
Right.
48.
This is number one for me,
Yeah, number
and
one.
I'm very glad to be here.
I'm your
Francois
host,
My name's
Hardline with Chubbs and
Francois Rouleau.
Local lady
Francois
slayer.
Rouleau.
Yeah.
Lady Slayer.
Massage therapist slash cook slash what do you
Landscaper.
slash musician artist. What was the band that you were in whenever I seen you last? I seen you out playing.
We were called. It was just more like a project, but
Yeah.
we were called Third Degree.
Third Degree.
I don't.
Why? Any particular reason?
No, we were just trying to find a name, and
When I was young, I got a
There was
third-degree
three.
burn on my arm.
And before we get too much into it, we need to, yeah, we don't even have that many viewers, if any, right now. If that one is one of us, I don't know.
It doesn't say it's broadcasting. Look, start. Oh, if it's red, that
Hold
means
on.
it's on.
Let me check. No, I got it over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's just a duplicate. I got it over here. But yeah, we had music problems, so we rushed into it, and then we didn't give people time to get on.
Yeah, it's all right.
Something's happening online. One new message shared. But anyhow, if you if you are tuning in, or if you are even
comment.
watching this later and you want to watch a future episode, if you're watching this one on YouTube, you need to go on Ustream and start your free account so that you can chat live on the social stream.
And also, it'll give you an update whenever we come on.
Yeah.
It'll send you an email.
You'll
That's
get-
what it does do.
You get a VIP email from the Blue Wall
Yeah.
Podcast.
We take care of our listeners.
So do that so you can talk.
Talk on the live stream.
Yeah, and call us out on some bullshit that we might be spitting, and or verify something.
Or just let me keep talking it. I don't care if you call me out or not. I'll just keep talking crazy.
he really doesn't care.
I don't care.
He'll fight to the death.
So anyway, you said you're about ready to focus more on what?
Right now, just getting caught back up in life.
Getting caught back up in life.
Yeah.
So you're going to focus on working, saving money.
Making money. That's.
What's your ultimate goal, though? You want to own something in particular? What are you working to save money for? Just to have?
Well, and
in case
fix
of an
my house up
Okay.
and get my property taxes caught up on.
Oh man, yeah. Pay your property taxes, dude.
I know. I got behind. I've lived in my place for 5
Listen.
years now.
If you don't pay your electric, you don't have electric, and you owe somebody money. If you don't pay your property taxes, they come and take your house.
I know.
You know what I mean?
They're already threatening. I'm only behind $509.
All right, yeah, get that caught up, man.
But I've had to sacrifice a lot with this massage job that I've had.
Yeah.
Overhead was too high, and
Yeah, that's all right.
I was hanging on by a thread.
Well,
And they
The
say
good
you
thing
got to
about
sacrifice.
massages, it doesn't matter. You don't have to
Yep.
have a professional place to do it.
That's
if you
exactly
go out and
right.
get the clients and advertise yourself and just keep on your spare time. The good thing about it also is you can do it in your spare time.
Right,
Not your working
and
time.
right now, as far as massage, I'm never gonna stop that. You know, I'll do
Yeah.
it in-home massages. By the way,
Anything like that, yeah.
which you can contact me on my cell phone 740-804-3536.
Brave man, you never know what kind of dirtbags are going to contact you on here.
Hey, that's all right.
That's
I'm
all right.
totally professional. Contact me. We'll talk about it. Schedule something if I have time. But right now, I have to make money.
How's the landscaping going, man?
Landscaping is going good. That guy will work
It's good
till
money, ain't it?
yeah.
It's only too bad. I mean, it's only seasonal though. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I guess you can shovel sidewalks in the winter.
We
but
have done some hellacious patios
Yeah.
and retaining walls and installations.
Oh, doing concrete work?
And gravel. Not so much concrete, but patio pavers, and we seal them with this sand. It's like you lock them in.
Okay.
We'll dig out 4 inches of, let's say, 20 square foot patio or something. We'll dig down 4 inches and then get crushed 411 limestone and pack it down.
So it drains?
And, provide a nice solid base.
Yeah, it'll help it drain too.
Yeah. And then you got to make sure the blocks are level so it does drain a certain way
Yeah.
you want it to drain out. You know.
Yeah, away from the house, please. Anything but toward the house.
So a lot of people will do these patios. We redo a lot of patios that people do. They'll just lay brick down, but they don't put a solid base. So we get that crushed 411 limestone. It's pretty much like Quickcrete.
Yeah.
We dig 4 inches down and pack that limestone down. Then
With a tamper or a vibrating
tamper, and then depending on how big the patio is, he'll rent this compactor.
Yeah.
And fill it up with water or whatever, and compact it down. Then we'll put sand down, and then get our levels, make sure everything's level.
Yeah.
Every piece at a time, and it's pretty solid. We've had to redo a lot of patios.
Now, how much does something like that cost?
Just
that sounds like a decent alternative to concrete. You know what I mean? If you want an alternative.
Yeah,
to
and then we
concrete.
seal it with this paver sand. It's like a Loctite sand. You just pour these bags of sand over the patio. When you're done, you sweep it up with a broom, and then you spray it with water. And then it's kind of like a mortar.
Okay.
But it's not as solid as a mortar. It's more flexible.
Yeah.
Is it vermiculite?
I'm not sure
like
exactly.
Like they use it in like pools. It's kind of like a pool lining.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's kind of like that.
I don't think it is though.
No, it's just a sand. It's sand. It's a special type. As soon as it gets wet, it
Probably got a
hardens.
few chemicals in it or something. It's like Quickcrete, you know.
Yeah.
Quickcrete has different things mixed together, I'm sure. But yeah, that sounds like. Well, yeah. Anyway, how much? What's square foot? How much would something?
That I really don't know because I'm just there to do the work.
You're just
so
labor?
yeah, it's so much a square foot. I really don't know. I just get paid by the hour. So. But I know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe $1 or $2 or $3 a square foot. I don't know.
I bet it would be. You can get more than that.
Probably. I'm really not sure.
I'm gonna try to do it. There's some business on
I just do it. I've been working for this guy since I was 16. I'm 29 now. I just turned 29 August 31st. And I can always go to this guy if I'm down in the dumps.
Yeah,
Right
and
now, you know what I
You
mean?
get some under the table work, or no, not never mind, not under the table work, just regular work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
We actually we have done a lot of jobs behind Dakotas. They're building these new housing projects behind Dakotas. These nice big houses that all these doctors and lawyers are.
yeah.
And actually, one of my hobbies is collecting coins. It's a true story. We were this guy had a brand new house built there, and this land hasn't really been touched in probably 200 years. But I found an old coin from 1807. It was silver,
cool.
about the size of a dime, and it was before we really had any currency.
Yeah. So was it English or?
And it was from New Mexico, which the American dollar originated from the Spanish milled dollar.
Yeah.
And it would be one big dollar, and they used to have a term called bits. I don't know, it's
When
real
they break
old.
them in half.
Yeah, they dollars should be able to
4 bits.
8 bits
8
in a
bits.
dollar.
So you
And
can
then
break
they-
it down to smaller than a quarter.
Yeah,
2
then
bits, 4 bits, 8 bits a dollar or something.
You ever heard that would be like a nickel and 2 bits or something?
Yeah.
But this is one. I guess it'd be 1 bit. I don't know, or an eighth of a ream. When I looked it up, but in this coin book, every year I get a new coin book,
Yeah.
a blue book and
red
a red book, and they come out around my birthday, August 31st. I have my girlfriend get me one every year. I've been collecting since 2000.
Yeah, I remember.
Since 2012.
Yeah.
So now I got the 2015. It's just kind of like a car. When a new car comes out, it's 2000. The 2015 is already out right
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean? It's just like that's how the coin book is. And this coin that I found, the very first coin you see in this book is that Spanish milled dollar. And the little dime size coin I found, it had the same markings as
Yeah.
that Spanish milled dollar. So I freaked out, when I seen it.
Yeah.
It was really exciting.
Then it turns out, nah, it's a little different.
It's got the same stamp, but
It's a dime instead of a dollar.
Yeah, it's not a dollar. Definitely
Yeah.
not a dollar. It's
Well, how much was it valued at? $1 billion? Did you retire after that?
like $56, I think.
Nice. It's a good find.
But it's
I
my
wish
favorite coin out of all
You
the
collect
coins I
American
got.
currency, though, right? Mainly?
Any currency. I collect foreign currency. I got money from World War II, France, Italy, Japan,
You
Germany,
should buy all them. You should buy
Mexico.
You should buy all my foreign currency off of me.
Foreign? Yeah, definitely.
I still got all of that. Remember I brought it over and we looked at it that
Yeah.
one time?
What, with that time when you robbed that pirate ship?
That pirate ship? I wish you could still do that stuff nowadays.
You can.
You can try. Then a big boat comes and shoots you. Shoot a missile at
Do you
you.
have a metal detector?
No, I just
You don't search.
sometimes
for it
I
like
buy
that?
coins,
Yeah.
and I would love to have a
Treasure,
metal
you know?
detector. My grandpa has one. We're trying to
I
find.
see
these
them walking
stakes.
over in the park all the time when I'm walking my dog. They're metal detecting everywhere, getting quarters
Yeah.
that kids lose.
All
Kids been losing
quarters.
quarters in the park for
All quarters 1964 and before are
Silver.
made out of silver.
yeah.
Quarters, dimes, 50-cent pieces, and
So
dollars.
How much would a quarter be worth in silver?
About 3 something right now, 380.
No, I think more than that.
I
A
don't
quarter.
know. It went back down, man.
Well, see,
It was almost up to $5, but I think it's at 380 now.
like a year ago, it was worth $6.50.
Coinflation.
Now, see, the thing about silver is, it goes up and down in price every day, like gasoline.
See, he's trying
You
to
see
get
what I
you to
mean?
invest in silver.
You
and
could
not
probably-
gold.
Well, silver.
Let's talk about it, because I got a valid argument.
They're both good to invest
I don't
in.
know anything about it.
Now, I started collecting bills too, and one of my secrets to getting these old bills, I was paying like $30 for. I paid $30 for a $10 bill from 1928, and it says pay redeemable in gold. So in 1928, you could take this $10 bill
You get gold.
to the bank, and they'd have to give you a $10 gold coin. Now, $10 worth of gold, I don't even know how big a piece of gold that would be. Might be a flake out of one of them Goldschlager bottles.
Yeah. It's like that, like,
All right, so a silver quarter,
I say
1932
$6.50.
to 1964 Washington quarter, 25 cents, 317. It even went down further than
Damn.
yeah.
See, a
silver's-
dime a year ago or two was worth like $3.
I about to say a dime should be
Or
worth
two.
$1 or something. That's
so
about right.
You should do.
I think it was on an average of $1 a gram on silver.
Okay, yeah, dollars are only worth $13 now.
$13.
They were up around 20. something,
26, I think.
Yeah.
When
Now's a good
started-
time to buy silver. It's going
Right.
to go higher than that.
Weighs a good
Okay,
Yeah.
my argument for not getting gold and investing in silver.
It's cheaper, easier to come by.
It's cheaper, easier to come by, but it's used more
I was
in
told,
industry.
I was told that silver was the greatest conductor of
Electricity. Yes, it's used a whole bunch in like satellites and
All
electronics.
this equipment, cell phones.
Gold is also,
I thought gold was the best conductor.
but I think silver is the best conductor. We can fact check this.
Yeah.
You know where I heard that from was Pawn Stars.
I heard that from
Rick
when I was
from
in
Pawn
electrical
Stars. I watched that. That's one of my
school.
favorite shows. Well, I'm sorry, electrical school.
Yeah, when I was at vocational school
Oh, really? I went there too.
and I took electricity.
What,
And that's
out here, Pickaway Ross.
No, Cider County.
Oh, what year did you graduate?
97.
Were you in VICA? Did they have VICA at your school?
Yeah, where you go and compete or something?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I didn't do it though.
Well, I mean, what did you take there? Electric.
Electricity, yeah.
So you would have been in VICA though. I mean,
The most,
yeah.
the most electrically conductive element is silver, followed by copper and gold.
Really?
Silver also has the highest thermal conductivity of any element and the highest light reflectance.
So why do they think the aliens want to come take our gold?
Because it is the best conductor, copper and gold are used more often in electrical applications because copper is less expensive and gold has a much higher corrosion resistance.
Speaking of copper too, all pennies from 1983 and before,
82.
or 82. I'm sorry.
You just hit on my hobby, Francois. I buy
This is
50
my
cent
hobby,
rolls
too.
and search them.
1982 and before, are made out of copper.
Which there were a penny. Hold on, and
I
I'll
think
tell you
it's
exactly
3
how much
cents.
It was. It might not be.
Yeah, like I said, copper. These metals they go up in value, just like gasoline does every day.
I've only been saving
Save.
my age or older, like the year I was born or older, so I got a couple years.
So you were born in 82.
No, 79. So
79. I had a brother.
82. I needed to save.
I was at 85.
But,
That was one of the
I
greatest
just was like,
years.
You know what? It's like it's my age or older. I'm gonna save it, whatever. But I didn't realize it was copper, so I'm glad I saved it.
But you know, which I don't know if this is legal or not, but you can
cannot
save.
melt them down.
No.
Not yet. Not until they do away with the penny.
Yeah.
You can save them.
Well, that's something else you might want to check up. I don't know. Because I've been told that
Well, ask me. I'll tell you. This is
your
why I
money-
do this. I have $300 right now.
I
in
have been
pennies that
I have
found.
been told that once you have your money, it's yours. You
No,
can do
it's
with what
always
you
the-
please.
No, it's always the Federal Reserve's money.
Okay. Then what about putting a penny in a machine
And
where you
squishing it?
smash it at Kings Island?
They just
Is
allow
that
it. They
legal?
allow it to
Yeah.
happen.
I
If they
mean-
want
I
it,
don't know about that as well.
Now,
If
what
they
if I
wanted to do
smash
something about that, they could.
$300?
if they wanted to do something about that, they could, but they don't.
See what I mean? I mean, it's.
It is
I was
against
told
the
once.
law, absolutely,
once-
to melt down pennies and get and turn it in for copper.
I was told that once something is your property, now
I
you
would
can't-
never do that. I would never melt down pennies and trade them in for copper, ever. And I don't recommend anyone out there do it either.
The way that our economy's going, be something to think about. There was
No.
an episode on Pawn Stars
Now, if you want to invest,
where they had like five-gallon bucket full of nothing but copper pennies.
that's okay because it's an investment. If you're going to get it and hold on to it,
Yeah.
it's okay. There's 3 cents of copper in every 1 penny. I have
I said
$300.
it. I nailed it.
I
Did I
have
say that
$300
earlier? I
in
don't know.
pennies. That's $900.
3,000 pennies.
That's $900 in copper value.
Yeah.
How
See
many
what I
pennies
mean?
Do you have 30,000 or 3,000?
I don't know. I got $900 or $300 worth.
Now here's what's crazy: is every penny that's 1982 or before is worth more in copper than its face value is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the way everything is. A silver money, everything.
Everything that's made. I don't know how much it costs to stamp a coin at the mint. That's something, that vacation I would love to do. Hey, maybe that's something we can do.
Oh, yeah. I'd go down to
Um,
D.C. and watch them. Or wait, where is it at?
Pennsylvania,
Philadelphia?
Philadelphia, PA. That would be, and you can buy coins at the mint. You can spend like $200.
I would like to go to the San Francisco Mint and get some silver
I'd like to go to
coins
all of them. And proof coins are stamped with an S. So if anybody hands you a coin and they say it's proof and it doesn't have an S stamp
They're
on it,
lying.
they're lying.
I've got a 1971. I misread the date and I thought it was 70, and I bought it on this little auction site. I didn't spend anything for it, and it's a 71, so it doesn't have any silver in it. But he said it was a proof, and it does look pretty shiny and sparkling.
And just about every,
I'll check for that.
I think every silver coin, like if you had a silver dime and a not silver dime, I think the silver would weigh a half gram more than the regular dime. And you can always check if it's silver by looking at the rim, looking at the side of the coin. A modern coin has these different metals.
Squish.
It'll have a line in
Yeah.
the center of the rim. And you see the two different types of metal pressed together. And you can look at any quarter or dime. Nickels are not made out of silver. They're made out of nickel.
Zinc. Nowadays.
What about
And,
bicentennial quarters?
They are just compressed materials.
Now,
Everything is zinc.
Are they worth it
Proof bicentennial quarters are worth something because
with an S?
because the S ones should be made out of silver.
It costs
They made a special edition,
2.5 cents to make a penny.
2.5 cents.
Why on earth would we be producing something that costs more? That's the kind of logic we have in our country.
I wish I would have brought my coin book because it'd explain. I mean, if you think about it, the way they did it, the way they created the currency was brilliant mathematics and counting like 10 pennies equals 10 cents.
Well,
you know
different
what I mean?
places do it different though.
Decimal points.
England does it different. Their penny is different weight than our penny.
Pounds. They
Yeah,
do in
they have
pounds.
different monetary.
Light pounds.
How many
Hey,
pounds do you have?
karaoke was on point last week. I'm sorry, we had this guy on whenever he said, what did he call Andy? Not dog bait, but
bad guy on James
the
Bond.
bad guy on James Bond. What was his name? Oh, here, it's on here. Where are you at? Something like Hard Job or something. Odd Job.
Odd job. You know what? We had a
Woody.
Nintendo 64.
Odd Job and Woody Allen. Yeah. Oh, GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that?
Hell yeah, I did.
Odd
four,
Job.
Four
I
on
loved
four?
Odd Job because
or,
it was
2-on-2 or
Yeah.
all four against each other.
Yeah, split screen.
Yeah.
That was awesome, and they had the joystick. It was almost like you were holding a real gun, and that was in late 90s when
Yeah.
that came out.
The Nintendo 64. I don't play video games now,
But
so
I would love whenever I play, you had to hurry up and pick your guy real fast.
Yeah.
And everybody would always try to pick Odd Job first because he was real short. And in the game, you can duck down
Duck, yeah.
and crawl, and nobody could see you, and you'd be in this corner. Get the little PP7. That was a little
Silenced.
handgun with the silencer. I can't believe I remember. It's funny how stuff just triggers.
hey,
you.
look, that's shitty though to be camping. This guy's a camp. Would you get up and go somewhere? You can't just stay hiding in the corner. He's camping. He's got like 3 secret spots he runs to every time. I know how you play.
Dude, I used to play Halo, man, with this guy, and he had all these secret setups where he'd have invisibility and all these bazookas and rocket launchers and grenades and stuff. And
Hey,
he
let
would
me
do
stop you
a-
right there.
yeah.
Halo, if you're just tuning in, man, and you're not signed up on the social stream, go ahead and make an account on Ustream. That way you can, right beside videos, it says social stream. Click on it, and you can leave your comments, ask your questions. We got Francois Rouleau here today. Chubbs, Hardline. What are we talking about?
Halo.
Halo. We're talking about...
But I was curious if you want to play a song.
No, he doesn't want to play a song right now. We're talking about...
Hold that guitar, all right.
Yeah, I know. I was just
Talking about
tuned
Halo.
in. I should probably put it down. People's
I
like,
was
is
just
that guy going to
dropping
hold
it
that?
so you
It's
can-
like that car commercial.
That's true. Is
Right
that guy
there.
going to hold that guitar the whole
Yeah.
time? What's he doing with it?
People keep tuning in like, oh, there's a guy on here with a guitar.
Play everybody the first song that you learned to play and see if
That was
if you're out there watching, see if you can get it. I know what that was.
okay.
Spelled Rouleau.
That is Rouleau.
He's French. Not Louisiana French. Canadian French.
Yeah.
The worst kind of French. The French don't even like Canadian French.
I don't know how to speak hardly any French. On play. But to say the color blue, anybody know how to say blue?
Azul.
In French? Bleu.
Bleu. Bleu.
Bleu.
So I know a little French now. Thanks for that.
Now everybody knows.
Bleu.
If you want to say a little bit, on play.
Bleu, bleu.
On play. My buddy at work, he'll tease me.
Parlez-vous français?
François. Yeah.
Parlez-vous français? I do know that.
Parlez-vous français?
From Huck Finn.
On play.
All right, see, he strummed it 2 times, and we got.
Yeah, the first song that you learned.
People want to hear some music.
Don't have to tell anyone. Just
Okay,
play it,
we're not
man.
gonna tell.
This is a privilege.
Is it hard to play without a pick?
No, I play with the.
I was gonna say, do you want
I play
pick?
classical guitar, so I like to finger
movements.
pick.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have a pick if you need.
First, I mean, maybe later I'll.
It's surprising
pick a
that you
song.
learn metal for like.
Oh, I love when I grew up in the 7th grade. I love Metallica. It's
Yeah.
like
Like Metallica, they had a lot of good songs.
I love Metallica. The first CD I ever bought was Master of Puppets.
Yeah, good CD.
And I
Good
actually
vibe.
have the album cover tattooed on my back, Master
Now,
of Puppets.
now you're taking it too far.
I
but
do have
it's-
it. I don't know if
I mean,
you've
it's
seen
good
it
to have a
before.
hobby, but
Yeah, that was dumb. Like
that's all right. Hell, who cares?
It's like I don't even have to listen to Metallica because I've heard it so much.
So much you know it.
that I
Yeah, it's in there already.
and Lars, the drummer, I always thought was magnificent because it's like you hear the song "Ride the Lightning" or "Fight Fire with Fire," the very first song on the "Ride the Lightning" CD, and you know it's like a drummer will play the same old beat, boom tat, boom tat. This guy would play something different every time around. If you listen to that song, man, it's just crazy the stuff he does. I can't explain it, but it's like you can't sit there
He
and
mixes it up every time.
yeah, it's like it's crazy. You're sitting
but
there,
still keeps everything the same somehow.
it's like I was sitting there trying to listen to figure out this beat, and he switches it up and I always get it wrong. It's like listen to nothing but the drums on that song.
if you
Thank
need
you
it.
for the pick.
If you need it. What? You like playing campfire? You got like campfire music, anything like that? man?
Yeah,
Or you play
all
around
kind
a
of
campfire. I know you go out to Shawnee Valley. Jimmy out there, man. I love it out there. That's beautiful.
You know, I like playing anything, man. I love Sublime.
Yeah.
They played it for a while. We took this trip to Garden Grove. It smelled like a blue dog inside the van. Oh yeah, this ain't no funky reggae party. $5 at the door. Gets so real sometimes. Oh my rhyme. I've got the microwave, got the DVD-R, and I've got the deuce in the trunk of my car. Oh yeah, if you only knew all the love that I found. It's hard to keep my soul off the ground. You're a fool, don't around with my dog. All that I can see, I fill up my garage. 'Cause in my mind, music from Jamaica, all the love that I found. Pull over, there's a reason why my soul's unsound. It's you, it's that shit stuck under my shoe. It's that smell inside the van. It's my bed sheet covered with sand. Sitting through a shitty band. Getting dog shit on my hand. Getting hassled by the man. Waking up to an alarm. I don't stick needles in my arm. Picking up trash on the freeway. Feeling depressed every day. Even without making a sound. Picking up dog up at the pound. Living in a twinker bag. Getting yelled at by my dad. Saying I'm happy when I'm not. Finding roaches in the pie. Oh, all these things I do. Here waiting for you.
I like when people play music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
You did a lot of kayaking this last summer, right? Or was that
Last 2 years, I went
last 2 years?
I went kayaking 5 times this summer. Yeah, but I did not camp. I was kind of bummed about that. Not one night did I camp there. But the year before that, we camped 5 weekends in a row.
Nice.
And let me tell you something. If you ain't ever been kayaking
And
at
then
Shawnee
camping.
Valley campgrounds, I'm going to tell you something. Be prepared, because if you go, it is addictive. It is
Yeah.
very addictive.
I like their kayaks too.
Yeah, the top floaters.
Those they feel so much, but they're more comfortable.
Well, you're not down in the hole.
Yeah.
Every half an hour, you see some guy.
I like sitting down in mine.
Yeah, but do you have to dump water out of your kayak every once in a while?
Yeah, these.
If I get into some really choppy, heavy stuff, yeah.
They probably
'Cause
don't
you're
sink. I think.
Oh, man.
I
you
had
have
to
to
help
get
a
under
kid.
real
I had
good.
to help a 10-year-old kid because he almost lost it. It was full of water.
Yeah,
But them top floaters, I mean, you can sit on it. I take my cooler
yeah.
with get a 12
The
pack
only
of
the only thing I
soda.
like the top floaters for is if the water's really low, you don't hang down as much. So, obviously, if you're not sinking down as much,
Yeah.
you ain't got a butt scoot. I hate, like right now,
Yeah.
I'd never go kayaking right now.
I've
After
went-
spring rain, man, there's no
Hey,
reason.
if you want a good workout, you gotta paddle.
I
always tell 'em,
you're not
just-
paddling, you'll just be butt scooting.
Keep paddling or get out and drag. I've had to do it, but it's still fun. It's good to check out the scene. Allen Cliff, all the cliffs and stuff, and the island. I've taken my guitar to the island.
Do you like, where Buzzard's Roost is? You ever been up there? You know the first island you come to?
I'm not sure. He
That's where
drops.
Chubbs likes to go and eat his Twinkies.
Yeah, I like to
Yeah,
hide
love
up in
Twinkies.
I like to hide up in Buzzard's Roost and like two fists.
Although I like Little Debbie snacks better than Hostess.
Yeah.
Oatmeal cream pies.
I like the
buy
Star
pies.
Crunch.
I can't eat any of that. I don't
Star
even
Crunch
eat any of that.
occasionally, I have to be in the mood. I like to refrigerate them and make them a little harder. Like
I just like plain bread. That's my worst enemy.
I'm a fry cook, so I took pancake batter. I have a little deep fryer at my house, and I would dip a Star Crunch in pancake batter and deep fry it. And I'll tell you what, it's all melted inside, and it's amazing. You can deep fry anything. I like that. I deep fried Reese cups,
yeah. Like they do
Star
with the-
Crunch,
They have those deep fried Snickers.
Oreos, and
The deep fried Snickers sucks. The Oreos are good.
I like the Snickers myself personally.
I
It's all
didn't
melted on the inside.
Yeah,
and
it
it's-
was just weird. I don't know. I didn't like it.
I try
Hey.
to stay away from deep fried stuff at this
The
point right
Oreo.
now. But what is good deep
So
fried?
how's it coming?
I'm doing good. 205.
Right on. Your goal was 200, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You're
but
230,
I hit a wall at 210, and then it took me forever to start lost. Then I lost like a real quick 5 pounds, and now I'm like at a wall. Last 4 or 5 days, I've been at 205.
dude. Do you starve yourself, Eddie? Like,
No,
you just feel
well,
like you skip
okay.
meals?
I do eat a lot, but it's vegetable matter, and
You
I
should,
just eat small meat portions, and I like peanut butter and almonds.
You should have
And
done a vlog on your.
You eat very much dairy.
no, not anymore. I don't eat any milk. I don't eat any bread. If I can handle it, I try to eat.
The only time I have milk is with cereal. I can't just
Yeah,
have
cereal.
a glass of milk.
Yeah, neither
You
can
know,
I.
I have to have Oreos or like
just
cereal.
Yeah.
Or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or some chocolate cake.
Yeah.
That is great.
Something like that.
Feeds us chocolate cake. Who said that?
I don't know.
Anybody know?
Say it
I
again.
don't know.
That is great. Feeds us chocolate cake.
I heard it.
No, Eddie Murphy. No.
Nope.
Is it from a movie or is it from
No.
a comedy stand-up?
It's a stand-up comedian, but it is somebody that Eddie Murphy made fun of. I would
Bill
like
Cosby?
to. Yep.
Bill Cosby.
I would like to talk to you about the show.
Phil Florin. I don't say no Phil Florin.
Will you tell Bill Cosby I said, have a Coke and a smile, and shut the fuck up?
Yep.
Oh, are we allowed to say that? I'm sorry, I don't want to be.
Yeah. I try not to curse because I'm a
Yeah.
goody two shoes.
I was just saying a quote, but it's hilarious. So
Yeah.
if you hear that and don't
If
laugh,
you've not
then-
seen Eddie Murphy Raw or Delirious or did he do another one in the 80s or was it just
Raw and Delirious.
Yeah. You need to get yourself together and go find those.
I went to Eddie Murphy's like, I went to the doctor. Told the doctor, I said, fire shoot out my dick. Doctor said, let me get this right. You're getting a yearning or burning sensation when you urinate? No, fire shoot out my dick. I had to take a piss outside. I'll burn the house down. Whoosh.
Maybe we'll see if anybody watching who wants to comment in and see what kind of requests they might have.
I do. Another hobby of mine is I like watching movies. I mean, I think I could be a movie critic.
Go ahead, name a movie.
Me and my buddy have a debate at work, and I told him I didn't think I never watched any of the Iron Man movies because I just don't like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, it's not that I don't like him. I just when I see Iron Man, I don't picture him.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, who would you have?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know." I told him Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no.
I told him
A lot of
I
people
told him
say I look
Leonardo
like
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, The Departed. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But anyways, now we have a debate. Me and my buddy will have a debate at work. Who's a better actor, Robert Downey Jr. or Leonardo DiCaprio?
A better actor. They're both pretty good,
So,
actually.
yeah,
They
but,
both got a very long
I
list
think-
of.
Robert Downey Jr. has won an Oscar, and I don't think Leonardo DiCaprio has.
Well, Leonardo DiCaprio did some television in his career, which you
Yeah.
gotta respect a guy who's mixed it up and done a lot. Not just movies.
I think every single one of his movies are great. This Boy's Life.
Catch me if you
No,
can.
man, catch me if you can. I
Uh,
was just talking about movies.
what's
in
the
general.
Gang Wars? What's the one? Is that what it's
Gangs in
called?
New York.
Gangs in New York.
Check this out. Yeah,
The
the
beach,
beach. I
yeah.
learned a fight move from Gangs in New
Titanic?
York. The fish hook.
The fish.
I
hook.
swear.
Yeah,
I did the fish hook on my brother. He was an ex-Marine back from Iraq, and he was taking creatine and was real buff, and he choked me out. And the only thing I could do was jab him in the eye with my thumb. Blah, blah, blah. And then, so he came at me again.
Fight?
This was a real fight. He came
It
at
was
me
legit.
again, and I stuck my fingers right in his mouth and pulled away.
He went with it, huh?
And I never heard anybody scream that loud in my life. It was like, because you get your fingers in there for self-defense reasons. These are called NATO tactics. But I don't care how big you are. If you stick your fingers in somebody's mouth and pull away real fast, they cannot bite you, and it will hurt them very bad. I guarantee you they will scream.
Yeah, it feels like your lips are gonna rip apart.
Thank you, Leonardo DiCaprio from Gangs in New York, and thanks, Martin
Yeah, you can't say
Scorsese.
that about Robert Downey Jr. He's never taught you to
Right. I mean,
defend
and I told
yourself.
him that I think Leonardo would be a better Iron Man. And now, let's get on this debate. Who do you think would be better as Iron? Well, of
Well,
course,
Robert
he's
Downey
already
Jr. did a pretty good job.
he already
I'm not
played the
gonna lie.
movie. I never watched it though.
Yeah, that's true. If I've never watched it,
I can't say, but I've seen parts of it.
I think there's better people out there than both of them, though.
Like who? Who do you think would have been a better Iron Man? I mean,
A
because
better
think,
Iron Man.
Think about it.
A
You think
drunk
of Iron Man, you don't.
Charlie
think
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Because
There you go.
Iron Man up until like most of his career was a drunk. He was always drunk. He almost killed a man because he was drunk flying the Iron Man suit. Like, he was a total lush, you know what I mean? And he was a womanizer, and he, you know what I mean? Which they kind of played off that pretty well in the movie, but it could have been better. He was like a dark drunk, not a happy drunk.
So
like
he would
Robert.
just have to play his real life.
Yeah.
With the Iron Man suit.
Yep, pretty much.
So what about you? Iron Man. Who do you think would have been a better Iron Man?
Have you seen the new Guardians of the Galaxy?
I thought Robert Downey did a good job, so I don't know. I'd have to
Nah.
feel like I'd have to see Leonardo.
You know, I like the first Transformer movies, but I never seen any of the rest of them.
See, it's
They weren't that great.
to give an opinion on it because you haven't seen.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So it's like you don't already have a bias like view.
Well, I think because like X-Men movies, for example, I love the first X-Men movie. It came out, Wolverine. You know, he was bad. You know, at that bar fight. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen it or not. Have you?
I've seen him, but I don't know if I remember or not.
But he was just bad. And then like I watched the second one on an airplane, and I just thought it sucked. Like I didn't want to watch the other ones. I like a lot of movies about real life stories. The Changeling, you ever seen that one? That was a creepy movie.
Like
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. Was it some type of like
Took place in the
whodunit?
20s, yeah.
What's it called?
Uh,
Changing
the,
Lanes?
The Changeling.
No. Oh, where they took her kid
Yeah.
and then they gave her a kid that wasn't hers and like,
Yeah.
oh no, this is your kid, and she's like, no, this ain't my
And
kid.
they pretty much,
And
yeah.
They keep brainwashing her like, this is your kid.
Pretty
you're
much
gonna
made her
it.
take that boy.
And the girl's like, yes, I'm your baby, and she's like, I'm just an orphan, and I don't want to live in that horrible orphanage anymore, so I lied. I'm sorry. That's basically how the movie went. And her real daughter was like captured somewhere, and was she eventually killed? Or they got her out just in time?
There
or
was like
something?
a whole bunch of boys missing,
Yeah.
and they were buried on this ranch.
Some guy had some kid out
Yeah,
there.
had a
helping
kid
him
help him do it,
kidnap
and
people.
they would see a little kid walking down the street, and they'd pull up to him and say, "We've been looking everywhere for you. You know, your parents just got in a horrible accident. Get in the car."
Yeah.
And something that was cool about that movie, like, has nothing to do with kidnapping or nothing, but she worked for an old-fashioned telephone company, and she was a patch girl. And back in the day, you know, she was a patch operator, and they had all these patch cables, and she would wear these roller skates, and she would skate around the room and patch in all these different lines.
I seen that, yeah.
Which I thought that was pretty.
And
neat.
back when they had operators and like you could pick up phone and like, hey Clara, give me 462.
Right. I found an old postcard in my house from 1938. It was addressed to my house,
Dang.
Wow.
and it's the phone number was just 3 digits, like 640. That was the phone number. And it was from a real estate company from that time, and they had all these houses for sale advertising. It had a 1-cent stamp on it, and they had a house on Laurel Street for like $3,500.
Nice. You'd save up 5 years to raise $3,500 back then, though. That's back when money was worth something, not this garbage we have
Yeah,
today.
I plan on fixing up my house, selling it, and maybe buying 2 smaller properties or something. And that's
How much did you buy your house for? If you don't mind, you don't have to share this if you don't want to.
well, I mean, I really hate telling people how much I got it for, but a secret to buying houses that I learned was there's a lot of foreclosed houses out there right now.
Yeah.
And the bank wants to sell them. I bought my house off a bank.
Unfortunately,
GMAC.
yeah.
And I think they were one of the banks that went under.
Unfortunately, though, the market is somewhat rebounded. A lot of investors have swooped up all that cheap property,
Yeah.
and it's balancing back out. Not in a good way because it's investors, it's not homeowners, so that's not a
Dude,
good
there
way
was-
to balance
when
out,
I
but
went-
it is balancing out.
When I went to buy my house, there was 5 houses that I wanted to look at, and like all these bank investors were buying them
Yeah,
before I could even look at them.
yeah.
But I bought my house off GMAC, which is a bank, and
And he got it for reduced. because it was a-
36. Whoever had the house before me took a loan out for 72 grand, and they sold it to me, or they sold it for They were asking 36, and I said I'm not giving any more than 30.
Yeah, and they took it, of
And
course.
they said
happy just to get
31,
rid of
so
it.
I paid 31 for it. But it's got a full basement. You
What
know,
did
4
it
bedrooms.
had some damage to the roof or something, right? The
Yeah, I
upstairs?
replaced the roof, all the plumbing.
So the roof and the whole upstairs and all that's fixed.
The roof is. I mean, the walls just need like patch and paint.
You need to refinish it then, and you could probably reappraise it for close to what you got.
I want to try to get 70 for it.
Yeah.
I know that might be pushing it.
Yeah, man.
But I'm gonna try to get 70 and buy.
You got good neighbors?
Yeah, that's an awesome neighborhood. Great
Okay,
little
well.
side street.
That's the big thing. If you got good neighbors,
They're awesome. They're
A good amount
I
of
love all
property.
my neighbors.
how much? What are your taxes?
$450 a half
That's
year.
not bad. Yeah. So less than $1,000 a year. That's
which I'm
pretty
behind
good.
a half year, which I'm gonna get it paid.
Yeah,
Just to
you
let
need to
the
take care of
auditor
that
know.
shit very soon.
Sorry, it's coming. I had a business and it
Did not work. So now
but you got to sacrifice.
Are you logging in and out?
I'm trying to, but my screen keeps freezing up. I'm gonna have to close my computer.
So, do you guys watch news, and what news stations do you guys watch?
Channel 10 when I watch it.
Channel 10.
Yeah.
You know, I know you guys don't watch Fox or CNN.
That's just all fake. It's all fake.
No, I like watching the news, but I don't believe anything I see on any of them.
I like watching Fox just because I don't.
Women?
Well, you know, I watch my favorite show on Fox is the O'Reilly Factor. But
Bill O'Reilly.
And just because I watch it, that doesn't mean I believe everything he says but I love it.
Hey,
when,
I like to listen to Rush Limbaugh. I hate
like-
everything just about
Oh
that he
my
says,
God.
but I
But
like to listen to him. I think it's funny.
and it's I hate Sean Hannity, but you catch yourself watching him
Yeah.
because you think sometimes like the way he talks to people, he's a jerk.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
the way Rush Limbaugh like to make voices, baby. I hate that. Like, dude, can you talk to me like an adult? You're not talking to
But
a child. I'm an adult.
I love hearing
You're an adult.
I love hearing him argue with people and stuff. And
Yeah.
for example, I was watching Sean Hannity like maybe 2 weeks ago, and he had this Muslim guy, and he was arguing with this guy. This Muslim guy was talking about the Shia law,
Yeah.
which basically
Sharia.
or Sharia, whatever.
Something like that. I'm not sure either, but.
So blah blah.
All right, what about it? You're allowed to marry 9-year-olds and stone people
and cut their heads
cut
off.
their heads off.
And this guy, Sean Hannity asked this guy. He basically said, he asked this guy. He said, do you believe I should be killed if I don't convert to Islam? And that guy would not answer him, and he had this smirk and laugh on his face. And that's what he actually believed. And Sean was arguing with this guy.
Well, not all Muslims believe that,
And
though.
he's they just arrested this guy in London.
Yeah.
And
For
when I seen that
plotting a
on the
terrorist act.
I don't know, but when I seen that
I think
on the
I've seen it
news,
on Yahoo.
I seen that on the news, and I'm like, man, that guy was just on Hannity 2 weeks ago, and he's been on his show several times, and it's like I don't know, I'm kind of worried, like they make it seem like there's going to be another attack, and just to say,
What if I had
my
the crazy?
22
What if I had a
PowerPoints
crazy
ready.
solution to the terrorist issues? And it sounds so crazy that no one would ever do it.
Do you think we should put boots on the ground?
No, I think we should bring everyone home and stop getting oil from them. Stop everything. We produce more oil in America than just about any country in the world. We are one of the top 2 or 3 oil producing countries in the world.
Do you believe America is the strongest nation in the world?
We're not supposed to be. It's okay not to be the very strongest.
What do you think?
I think militarily we are not to be trifled with, of course. But more importantly,
I'm kind of scared of them Russians and them Chinese.
yeah, Russians, Chinese, North Korea is the largest standing army in the world.
Yeah, like a
because
million.
everyone's a soldier. Like, hey, you're either a soldier or you're
Yeah,
dead.
they feed.
Hold on, let
China.
me find
No,
out real
North
quick.
Korea is a what do they call that? A military-based country or whatever. Their people are starving. The only people that get fed are their troops. The only people that get taken care of. So basically, if you're not in the army, you're starving. You're struggling like that. That's how it is.
I'm looking up countries with
Very
the
interesting.
largest standing armies.
You know, my dad was born in 1932. On my birth certificate, I looked.
Yeah.
My dad was 53 when I was born. 53 years old. He died in 2008. He was 75. But my dad was alive during the Great Depression, during World War II, and fought in Korea in 53.
Wow.
And so you don't ever hear about Korea and stuff.
Yeah.
And we basically marched the Koreans all the way to China, and then China.
China was like, we ain't taking all that trash. You better take that right back. That's exactly what they did. And they were both communist countries, so why
and
wouldn't
it was
they?
cold. And
Well, first of all, North Korea pushed South Korea all the way down to the southern tip. Then we came right at the middle, cut them off, and just fucking ran them all the way up into China. Like, we was destroying them. And then all of a sudden, there was about 3 billion Chinamen running at you with ladders, and 2 people to a ladder, 1 person holding a gun, and that was it.
the only thing that makes me mad is there's a good show I watched on the History Channel. And actually, now that I got DVR, we recorded it. But I watch it every year, and I think maybe they don't have to, but it's just what I think. I watch it every year on September 11th. It's called 102 Minutes That Changed America, and it's on the History Channel. And it was...
Let me tell him something real quick. I'm just exiting out of mine because it keeps freezing up. So if you see a comment, I'm not going to be able to look at comments.
It's okay.
Oh, all right. Francois, keep an eye on the comments then, man.
There hasn't been any.
Okay.
So
Except for me.
If anybody is watching and they do,
There
have
is people. I mean, there's viewers,
comments or
4 viewers.
wanna,
So.
4 viewers. Thank you,
question or
4 viewers, for watching us.
Yeah.
David,
We
I would
appreciate
one.
that.
I'm sorry. The show on the History Channel, what was it?
It's called 102 Minutes That Changed America. And I think every American should watch it. You know, it's like 100 videotapes of 9/11 as it happened. And just like as a reminder of what happened.
It's sad. I hate watching it.
And I know I hate it too, but like it's just like, don't forget, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I hate to see something like that happen again.
All them Saudi Arabians flew airplanes into our buildings.
Thing that makes me mad is I watch that and then I hear the ISIS, they say that they're not going to stop till they raise the flag in the White House. And I just...
Who can You can't
I
go
hate
after it. Listen, every asshole that says that throughout the world, North Korea probably says the same
These
thing.
guys are nasty, man. They're chopping people's heads off left and right.
Yeah.
Did you hear about...
Why go there then?
Now in our own country,
The
there was
lady
a
in
Muslim... Oklahoma.
Is that true?
Yeah, she got her
Or was
head...
it only on Facebook?
No, dude, that's on the
I only
news.
saw it on Facebook.
I watch the news every day.
Yeah, one nutter out in Oklahoma. There's,
How about the FBI?
what, 200
report?
million people in America?
But he has it on his Facebook page. He killed a 54-year-old lady. He snuck into her and cut her head off.
That
With
dude
a
sounds
knife.
crazy. He needs to be put to death.
Well,
That's how I feel about him.
they call that's what the radical Islam. That's what I think that's what they call radical Islam. That's what they believe. They believe in the
There's a lot of radical groups in
They're
America,
like the
though.
Westboro Baptist Church of
I would not be
But
worried
that's
about
why
radical Islam in America.
Obama said we're not, in his speech the other day, we're not at war with Islam,
Yeah.
because the teachings of Islam is kind of like Christianity.
It's
you know?
peaceful.
You know what I mean? It's like the Bible. It's just like Jesus. Which I don't want to get too much into religion or anything. I don't know if you guys get into that.
Yeah, I don't care. Get in how you fit in.
But it's like, you know, Islam is kind of like Christianity. You know, the Christians believe that God would send the Messiah, God himself in man form, and that was Jesus. And that's what they believe. And some people, the Jews, don't believe that. But it's the same with the Muslims. You know, they believe that Allah was going to send a prophet, Muhammad, I believe is his name. You know, and the teachings of Muhammad and stuff is all peaceful. But I don't know. With this radical Islam, it's like convert to Islam or die. And you know, and I'm a born Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I'm not a practicing Catholic, but I believe that just because I was baptized, I will always be a Catholic till the day I die.
Yeah.
You know, even though I don't practice.
You're agnostic, a Catholic agnostic, which means that you're Catholic, but you don't. It's like a agnostic Jew.
A lady, my girlfriend knows. I'm not going to say her name or anything, but told my girlfriend that because I don't go to church anymore, that I'm not Catholic. And she is a
lot of people feel differently about religion.
she is a sister or whatever. She's
a nun?
She's not Catholic though.
Yeah.
She's on some other, I don't know if it's Baptist or Her name is Sister So and So.
Well, you're
now
more
check
of
us
the
out. I told
Catholic
Miranda
culture
joking
than the
around.
faith.
I was like, well, if I'm not a real Catholic, she's not a real sister.
Well, listen, all it is you have a Catholic
You have to
culture.
be Catholic to be a real sister, like Sister Teresa. You know, that's a real sister. The Catholic.
But anyway, how do we solve the problem of terrorism?
Oh,
We just
yeah,
leave
I
them
know.
alone. I let them fight each other. They don't like each other. The only reason that, and they don't like each other, and we're like going to get in the middle of that. No, that's not what you do. You're like, oh, go ahead, keep fighting. We don't care about your
What if
world.
they drop a plane on the White House? So
Before or after we left.
anytime, because they took down the trade centers before we even went over there.
Yeah, I'm
And
obviously.
they haven't done much since.
I'm obviously all for a good
was
theory about
Benghazi.
how
You know,
that it was twisted into something that it wasn't. You know, because you have 12 Saudi Arabians who are the terrorists and there's other people too, but 12 of them from Saudi Arabia, and that's our biggest ally in the Middle East. One
I
of
think
our biggest allies.
France has been over there a lot.
I'm
What's
just talking
crazy
about,
is
why didn't we attack Saudi Arabia if that's where a majority of those
You know what?
terrorists came from?
right after September. This is what's got me, is when George Bush was president.
Yeah, he's a dirtbag.
Now check
He's
this
not
out.
a dirtbag. None of them are really, really, truly dirtbags, but
Look, when
they all are controlled. That's
when
for
George
sure.
Bush was president, and right after 9/11, he said something like, "We are going to go after any nation that houses terrorists." Right after 9/11, people in Pakistan, that's where Bin Laden was found. Why didn't we go to war in Pakistan? Is what I'm wondering. Why didn't we
Because-
go in there?
Man, I hate to go back to the old theory of oil, but they're getting
it
those
has-
oil pipelines built and much more efficient now, and we're sucking that
Saddam
ground dry. And
But
I'm sure
really-
if there wasn't any oil, we wouldn't be there.
Isn't Afghanistan and Iraq?
There's nothing else of value in those places.
You got
Nothing.
Afghanistan, Iran, and then Iraq, I think. And Afghanistan's
I
on
get,
one side of
and
Iran.
then Pakistan is down here under
Above it or
Afghanistan.
below it?
It's underneath it, and then India.
I'm gonna put that world map back up. I was wanting to put it the other day, and now we would need it.
But do you believe it's the end times, like the signs of the apocalypse?
No.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, man.
That stuff's been going on for
Have you ever-
thousands of years.
Have you ever read the Revelations?
Bible. Yeah, I have.
You know what? I read that for the first time,
Yeah.
probably a month ago, and it was 22 pages, or
Wait.
22 chapters.
Wait
I've
10
never read
years,
it
and you'll
before.
see everything again.
But it creeped me out because I had never going to the Catholics. Never once did I ever hear them say anything about Revelations.
Yeah.
It's all been Old Testament and New Testament.
They have a different. They
And,
believe in.
but it's in the Bible.
Mother
I mean,
Teresa and not
What?
Jesus. Like
What?
no. Now see,
Mother
that's
Mary
where
or
people
something
get
like
that.
No,
That's where
they
people get
believe
that wrong.
Jesus Christ is a savior.
And this is the Catholic religion is like the oldest, one of the oldest religions, Christianity.
Yeah.
And everybody went under, the Catholics. Well, then they had like the Protestants were like, well, we don't believe you should pray to Mary. We don't
Yeah.
believe you should pray to the Rosary. And my take on that is like, there's angels in heaven. You might pray to an angel and say, hey, Angel Michael, tell God, tell
Guess if
God
you
to
want
put in
to.
a good word for me. You're up there in heaven. So that, it's not like they're like they believe in Mother Teresa or Saint. There's Saint
I've heard it said that Christians are too pagan and Jews or not Jews, Muslims are too violent.
Like the Jehovah Witnesses, they believe that the Catholics are sins because they drink out of a big chalice and they.
I'm sure that's not the only reason.
One of the commandments is, don't have like false idols and stuff, and
Yeah.
they pray to a cross, and that's an idol.
I've heard that.
And-
Well, I've heard that Catholics pray to a Jesus on a cross, and Christians, like Baptists and everyone else, prays to an empty cross.
The way I see it, though, is God made 10 commandments, and if you believe in God, that's like God's laws. Follow them, and I think you'll be all right. I don't know.
What about the laws
But
of
what
the
I was saying
universe?
about the saints, we would pray to like Mary, like Mary, tell God or whatever, tell God to watch
Mother
out for
Mary,
him.
Mary.
Tell God to
Yeah.
watch Mother Mary,
I ask you to tell God.
tell God. God's busy. He's watching over all of us.
Yeah.
It's not like we pray to them, but it's like, don't even, let's say one of our deepest family members. We all want to believe, or I don't know, maybe not all of us, if you're atheist or whatever, or a radical Islamist.
Just in case.
But, let's say one of your relatives die. You want to believe that in your heart that they're in heaven. So you would pray to them, right? Like your dead grandma or something. Yeah. Grandma, I'll meet you in heaven. That's the same thing as praying to, like, all these saints. You got St. Francis of Assisi, St. Patrick. You might pray to St. Patrick for good luck. But it's not like you worship St. Patrick. You worship God. Because, honestly, I don't want to preach. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, you're over here on a pedestal preaching at him, son.
It's your own theory.
I'm a Christian. I worship God.
I mean, I was born and raised Catholic.
I don't mind if anyone else does whatever they want. I don't care.
But you know what makes a church? It's not a building. You know what it is?
The people.
People, exactly.
Everyone knows that. My church is in the woods. I love going hiking and being in the woods and sitting around a campfire. That's where I go to church. That's where I see God's wonders. I don't. I do like going to a building and praising with people and hanging out with people.
My mom has played the organ at the Catholic Church for 40 years.
Now, your mom plays several instruments, right? She's a teacher.
Yeah. She teaches band at the Catholic school where I went, Bishop Flagey.
Yeah. She knows the piano, everything.
Teaches violin at her house, piano, cello, voice. She is great in music theory. She wanted me to play songs at church for her one time. And I was like, I can strum the chords on a guitar, but I don't know. She don't even play guitar, but she can teach it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, she took a hymnal, which is music for the singing, a song book, and she wrote it out into guitar chords. Yeah. Like so all the chord changes, and handed me the paper, and I was like, all right, now I can play it.
So your mom knows music. She knows how to read
knows music theory.
That's like drummers. Some drummers can't read music.
Yeah.
A lot of people
I don't. I can. I've taught myself, and it's all counting and stuff, but I'm more play it by ear. I can watch a YouTube video. I learned a kick-ass Zeppelin song that I've never heard anybody play, and I learned it on YouTube. How to play it? Watching. But I have to turn.
I bet you don't know it right now, though.
Yeah, I do. It's actually a weird tuning. This is standard tuning, but if I tune it to that tuning, maybe I'll play it later or something. But if I tune it to that tuning, it's kind of bluegrass. I think you guys would like it.
I like bluegrass. I love banjo.
It's off the Zeppelin 3. Zeppelin 3, I believe.
What's it called? Zeppelin 3?
It's called, Braun. It's a weird name. It sounds like Barnyard Stomp. But its nickname is like the Stomp Song. It's BRANYRUA Stomp. Barnyard Stomp or something like that.
Not a barnyard, but it's spelled weird.
It's not BARN.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's called Barnyard Stomp.
And it's Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. That's a weird medium for them.
When you say it real fast, you look at it and read it. It looks like it says Barnyard Stomp.
Yeah.
Sounds like Barnyard Stomp.
I
think you can Google Stomp Song, Zeppelin Stomp Song, and it'll come up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stomping and in the song, clapping, and I love the song because every time I play it, it makes me feel happy. Kind of like that happy song.
Well, you're going to have to definitely play that at some point.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to go ahead and get tuned up.
Can I tune now?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll just talk around you, man. Yeah, reading music is a talent that I could never master. FACE, right? Face.
Yeah, it's
good boys eat their vegetables.
Now check it out. It's actually it's really simple. I mean, reading music, I taught myself reading at a how-to book.
All right, quit being a show-off. Tell us how you did it.
There's a thing, if you look at music, there's a thing called lines and spaces.
Yeah.
Okay? Every good boy does fine. That will be a note, a dot on each line.
Yeah.
Okay?
And F-A-C-E is the inside.
face. Face on the space.
Yeah.
So you have lines and spaces. If the dot is on a space, it'll be either F, A, C, or
Get
an
your
E.
face in the space.
I mean,
What are those? Is that all timing you said?
there's different marks for timing and 4/4 signature, 3/4, 6/4, 2/4. It's all counting. Eighth notes, half notes, rest notes. But basically, if you can count to 4, I mean, you can basically. The cool thing about music is you can if you've never even heard the song or anything, read music, you can tap each note.
Okay.
They call that sight reading. So you can, if you've never heard a song, but you can at least tap each beat.
Yeah.
At the
tap
speed,
it out. Yeah.
because it's all math. It's all math and counting to 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 and 3 and 4, 1 8 and 2. You know what I mean? It's all counting.
You're talking Latin to me. I have no idea. Like I would be lost.
But just remember, the basic is lines and spaces. Every good every good boy does fine.
Every good boy does fine, Jeremy. That's what you said
That's
earlier,
on the
right?
line. And face, F-A-C-E,
good call
is
on
on
that
the
fan.
space.
Yeah, I was burning up.
Fan kicked on. You hear? Feel it? You feel it? No.
Yeah, I heard it. But I don't feel it. Yeah, I feel it now a little bit. Feeling good.
It was a little warm. We've been trying to save energy.
This song is a weird tuning. It's C-F-C-F.
Is that low or high pitch?
Low C.
Low.
Low. Tune it down. C-F-C-F A-C. It's like an open tuning. Crap.
So you're putting it out of tune.
Yeah. I'll tune it back though.
Oh, I don't care. I have that.
It's a really low tune to give it. It's a bluegrassy song, and it's got. And anybody ever wants to learn how to play guitar, actually the first thing I had the guy do was teach me how to tune the guitar by ear. So I always recommend you should always learn how to tune by ear.
So how do you do it?
I mean, having a tuner is fine to help you tune real fast, but there's a way you can. For standard tuning, there's a certain fret, the 5th fret. You just tune each string off the 5th fret, and it's kind of hard to explain.
So like you hit one, and then you hit the 5th fret on the other, and that's the next one. And it sounds the same.
Right.
Is the 5th fret the first one with the dot?
Yep. Yeah, every one of these things here, the silver thing here on the neck, is a fret. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah. That's low.
Chuck's just getting a boner.
I'm getting something's happening.
Oh.
Fuck your string. Oh, I dropped an F-bomb.
Oh.
It's all right. Now you got to be like the homeless man that has to play with just the other strings.
I'm sorry, man. That really sucks. Do you have another one?
Probably somewhere.
But check this out. This is a cool tuning. It's called an open tuning, and I think it's out of C or F, but you strum all the strings down. Notice I don't have any hands on the fret.
Yeah.
And it makes it sound like a chord.
Oh yeah.
Was it the smallest string that broke?
Yeah.
That sounded weird.
That's a harmonic.
That's hot. That sounds high pitched.
That's why it broke. He's strumming the shit.
Give me my spoons.
The guy actually plays spoons on that track.
Yeah, why
John
wouldn't
Bonham, he does.
you? Yeah, don't stop. I'm playing them right now.
Caught you smiling at me, it's the way it should be. Like a leaf is to a tree so fine. All the good times we had, I sing love songs so glad. Always smiling, never sad, so fine. As I walk down the country lane, I've been singing songs and I call your name. Hear the wind whisper to the trees, telling Mother Nature about you and me. Let's go. Well, the sun shines so bright on a way dark as night, and the road we choose is right so fine. Well, can your love be so strong when so many loves go wrong? Will our love go on and on and on and on? As I walk down the country lane, they're singing songs and they call your name. They hear the wind whisper to the trees, telling Mother Nature about you and me. Low, come on down, it ain't too far. Take friends all around the world, and no companion for a blue-eyed Merle. Come on down, let me tell you what you're missing round these brick walls. There's one thing I am sure, is a friendship so pure. Angels singing at my door, so fine. Well, ain't one thing left to do, spend my natural life with you. You're the finest dog I knew, so fine. And I walk down the country lane, they're singing songs and they call your name. You hear the wind whisper to the trees, telling Mother Nature about you and me. Still go walking down country lane, sing the same old song, hear me call your name. There you go.
Oh, yes.
I'm impressed.
That's got a chubby on
That's my kind of music right there. That
yeah.
does not sound like a Zeppelin song, dude.
I know, dude, and I've never played any kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. What's it called?
That's called Bron Y R R U A Stomp. 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 And I YouTube that. I learned how to play that on YouTube. If you want to play guitar,
Get YouTube. If you want to do anything.
YouTube.
YouTube it.
YouTube it. YouTube it.
I have learned literally everything that I've looked up how to do on YouTube has come up with a video that shows you how
I
to do
want to
it.
hear that song again with the sixth string.
It does
Yeah.
make a lot of difference with the sixth string.
Now
A lot
that's
more
a good
different.
campfire. That right
Yeah.
there.
Dude, I would play that.
You hit them with 3 songs and then you hit them with that and then bring them down
I have
with
an
something low.
acoustic guitar and it's tuned just for that song only.
Listen.
And then remember earlier, I don't know if you remember me telling you about my bass drum that I found.
Yeah.
I've been playing in that Paper City. You know them guys?
Yeah.
They was playing on that bass drum. I've been trying to be like them guys a little bit.
Do you think you could play? I told you to learn
I've
how to
been
play
looking.
this song a long time ago, but you probably never did. The Toadies, Possum Kingdom.
No, I never did.
You've got to learn that song, man.
Okay, that could be a challenge. See, I don't.
That is a challenge. You bring them down low with that one. Make up your mind. I don't even want to try to sing and ruin what we just accomplished here. Do you need to listen to it? You probably need to retune it.
Well, I've been playing in this tuning for a while,
Yeah.
and that's the cool thing about knowing music, man. You know what notes are notes, and I can play
You know
some
how
songs
to change
in
the
different.
notes even though it's out of
Yeah,
tune?
somewhat some
Yeah.
songs. Like I try to play this song in standard,
Yeah.
and I'll just find a different.
Didn't
chords.
work, or
I
did it
can't-
work?
Yeah, I made it work today earlier at the house.
Yeah. That was impressive, man. You was getting down. You was sawing on that thing.
That's every time I heard that song, it's like I've always wanted to play it.
Wow.
And
I can tell you
that's
put
why
a lot of energy into learning how to play that.
that's why I'm so thankful for YouTube, because
Yeah. Give you the
the
opportunity.
guy showed me on the video how to tune the guitar and everything, what to tune the strings to.
Yeah.
Before YouTube, it's like I'd grip my guitar and it's always in standard, and it's like I'd try to play along with it by ear, and it's like I couldn't figure it out. YouTube is awesome, man. I need to get back.
Oh, I
I'm
forgot.
old school. I do have a Facebook page, but like not into newer technology.
Well, you need to get into it, man.
I know.
I don't think this is the one. Oops, sorry.
I forgot to tell everybody about the armies. I was way off. I was just talking out of my ass, apparently. Because North Korea has the 4th largest standing army.
China has the largest.
You're absolutely right.
say
Almost by
China.
double. China has
Is that
2,280,000
the right string?
manpower. And USA has 1,430,000.
That's it.
India has a 1,325,000. See, no one ever thinks about India, but they are some.
Yeah, they have a lot of people that live in.
There's
India.
more tea in India
have
than
an
there is
army?
in China. Yeah, they have a big army. Big army. And then, a few people fall in line with just over 1 million.
I don't
That
know
would
if this
be
is the
India,
right
North
string.
Korea, Russia.
There's the old one. Russia. How many's in Russia's army?
It's saying 1 million here, but I find that hard to believe.
Do you?
They don't have
Dude,
a lot
they
of money
kicked
anymore.
Germany's butt.
Russia has done, yeah, they held out against Napoleon too, man. And the worst way that you can. Just staying put through the winter and eating each other and rats. After you've eaten all the dogs, then all your horses, right? You eat all your horses first, then your dogs, then you eat all the rats, and then there's no bugs around because it's winter.
You eat the horses before the dogs?
Yeah.
How are you going to get around?
I'm
You
not.
know, I
It's
think
winter.
a lot of Alpo, isn't a lot of
winter.
dog, isn't a lot of dog,
Dogs eat
meat.
horses, yeah.
isn't a lot of dog meat or like
I don't
dog
thi-
food
I don't
made
think
from.
so.
It used to be processed horse.
Well,
Alpo,
dog food
I
has
think.
to be fit for
I don't
human
know.
consumption. So does cat food. You have to be able to eat dog.
Really?
Horse.
Yeah, that's
'Cause I
true. It's
can't
better. Horse meat's better for you than cow meat anyway.
More lean.
There's a guy that sells bison out there. I want to go check him
You ever
out
seen
too.
7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Maybe
He eats
Sounds-
He's like stranded on this mountain and it's frozen. All his source of food is his dead horse.
Oh yeah, I'd eat a horse.
You know what? I had a new pet. I just got a tarantula the other day.
You know
Or
what?
Not even a day.
If I had to, I would break all the legs off of a tarantula and tie it to a stick, cook it, and eat it. If I had
Would
to
you?
eat, I would eat anything.
Well, I have one, and I didn't even have it for a day, and it died. So it's sitting in a tank right now. You can
Dead?
eat him. He's dead.
I've seen them where they eat tarantulas, but they find a female tarantula, squeeze all the eggs out in a leaf, and cook it in a fire. I'd eat it.
I think we can make a snare out of this.
Catch a wabbit.
Totally is.
That's a good idea, actually. You play drums? Do you play any music?
Yeah.
He's learning the guitar, and then he plays the. Hey,
obviously.
We got about 10 minutes left, man.
Is that a Congo or a bongo? What do you?
Djembe.
Djembe. See, I like drums, man. My dad was a percussionist. He was a conductor. My mom is like a.
Everything.
Yeah, my dad actually went to URI, University of Rhode Island. That's where he's from. And up there's a lot of French Canadians, and my dad could speak fluent French.
The worst kind of Canadians. French Canadian. It's not like the cool Louisiana French. Or it's not like the snobby regular French. It's just a weird. It's the weird, creepy
We wear bleu.
Canadian French. Bleh.
I have a half sister that lives in Rhode Island, and I told you my dad was old. My sister's like
43.
probably older than that.
Yeah. You ever talk to her?
But anyway, she said, yeah, every once in a while. She said when she was a little girl that she would hate it when her aunt would come over because her and my dad would have conversations in French, and she could never understand what the hell. My dad, when he got mad, you would tell because he would be saying all these. Merci, merci, like,
I don't know, Dad.
Shit, Dad, I'm sorry.
It must have been bad. Yeah, that'd be a weird experience growing up with someone who was bilingual, because they could always talk in secret, and you would like, what? I wonder what he did say.
Oh, my dad, he was a really intelligent. Anyways, I was saying he had a BM, a bachelor in music. Like he knew all about music too. He was a conductor. I think he played percussion with the Boston Pops.
Nice. Played some 4th of July concerts.
I don't know, really.
Anyway, Francois, do you want to buy my? Do you want to buy $200 in copper pennies?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
not right now.
Yeah.
You should get a Bitcoin wallet and ask for donations to pay for your tax.
You know, I would love.
I snared Anderson Silva.
Got him. Oh, wait a minute. That could be considered.
Did you guys watch that fight where he
broke his leg? Yeah,
man? I was so sad.
Cool. Dropped another F-bomb. Freaky. It looked gross. All leg injuries look gross, though.
Yeah, he looked like a Stretch Armstrong. I actually broke my leg, and it caused a foot drop. I cut a nerve, and I can't have no dorsiflexion is the medical terminology.
Yes, sir. Absolutely right about that. Dorsal flexion.
My tibialis anterior doesn't lift my
Doesn't
foot.
function properly. But anyway, we also, dude, we got 5 minutes. Bedtime's coming.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, I'm a little tired too.
We usually quit about 10 o'clock, Francois.
I really liked thank you for playing.
Yeah,
Oh,
man, thank you. I
thanks
appreciate
for having me.
I know
come.
it's not a
This
big
is fun.
audience, just us and, whoever sees it on Ustream or whoever sees it on YouTube, but there's something about somebody playing guitar around a fire
But I think more of that, like some live, will get more people interested in.
Oh yeah. I wish we could edit the video and like just take out some good clips.
You guys have any ideas on songs you want me to learn? Maybe
Possum Kingdom.
Possum
If
Kingdom.
you can do that, I would be a very happy person. If you would like to just,
If I had access to YouTube, I'd go home and
what do you mean?
now,
You can go to Kmart and get like a $30 iPad, or not an iPad, but a cheap tablet, a cheap tablet.
Yeah, I
Your
had
laptop.
one. I got one at the pawn shop. It lasted a month.
Go get a new one. You can get a brand new one for like $100. It's just not going to be.
Supported Walmart.
Huh?
You told him to go to Walmart. You
No, I said Kmart.
Do you go to Walmart? What's wrong with Walmart?
I don't believe in their policies.
You know, people. What do you mean? The thing I hate about Walmart is like them checking my receipt every time I leave. Like,
Yeah. Well, they got to do it, man.
what if
People
I
steal.
well, when you leave Kroger's or Kmart or no other place, I mean, I don't.
Well, a lot more. They probably have the problem of a lot more people steal from them.
Yeah, they do, but still, is
Listen.
what I'm saying is, what if I? Because sometimes I get my receipt. What do you
So
want to
you
do?
still
You throw
shop
it
there.
away.
You still shop there,
Yeah.
though, right? You still like to go to Walmart?
Just because the bar, they
I
got
don't
such good
believe-
bargains
listen.
and bargains.
No, they don't even really have that good of bargains. And for every bargain, it's just another nail in the coffin for America. But anyway, that's besides the point. Besides that, I don't believe in their policies towards their employees. But that's okay. I don't have to agree with them.
I heard this.
I don't want to make laws to limit them. Like, I don't think there should be a minimum wage. I don't think we should be telling people what to pay other people. I think that's totally inappropriate for the federal government to be doing that. That is not the job that the federal government's supposed to be doing. But I would never force them to pay somebody something or force them to change their policies. I'm just not going to shop there.
But
I don't shop there.
The thing is I don't go to Walmart and buy something thinking about
Why not?
their stores.
You just
how their stores policies on, except for like
that's
it's
the problem
annoying.
with America right there. Your money is a tool. It is a valuable tool.
Yeah, but like I tell these girls at Serve, they're like, well, he didn't give me a tip, and I ran my butt off, and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, that's because when people come out, they want to get a good meal, and they don't think about
Listen.
like how much should I tip this lady.
Like, this steak costs $21.
I tell all them
They
servers.
should leave a tip.
I tell them servers though, I'm like,
I tip every service I get. Like
yeah, I
tip
do
everyone,
too. I do
you know
too.
what I mean?
I go to the drive-through.
Yeah, and
Chips, I
yeah.
give them $1.
Yeah,
I mean,
I do the
for
same.
getting me
Any
this Red Bull.
service I tip because I was
I
a
have
server
it.
for 8 years. I know what it's like to live off
Right,
server
and
money.
it sucks,
I do know
but-
this though. Server money's good if you
Yeah,
do
it
a good
is.
job. I made great
Right.
money. When
I
I was
tell
a
the
server. Just
servers
didn't
that-
have any security.
He wore extra tight pants and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me get that fork for you. Pow.
I
Putting
tell
up
the
bar.
servers, every time I go out to eat, I always expect to wait at least 15, 20 minutes for my food.
Yeah.
But while I'm eating
I
my
wanna get
meal,
checked on.
while I'm eating my meal, I better have my glass full.
Yeah.
It's your job to fill my glass up because I have to wash it down. Anytime I eat, it's like if my glass is empty, I can't finish my
You
meal
know what's good
until
though?
my
Give
glass is
people
full
like
again.
if someone gives me a warning like, "Hey, I drink a lot," I'm going to double.
Right.
I know you should be checking anyway, but if you drink more than average, I had a guy that
Let him know.
I knew. Yeah, let me know. I'll bring you two.
Or
Do
leave
you-
a picture. Leave a picture.
Exactly. Some people may take offense to that, but I'll ask if someone's like, "Hey," or if I notice I've been to you, I've already filled your junk up, your Coke
You're a
or whatever,
drinker, huh?
twice,
You
and
bring
it's
it
been
And
like
people are.
you
10
You can't.
minutes. Yeah.
You can. Every person is different, though, man.
And
it's
I'll be like, "Hey, can I bring you two? Is that gonna?"
some
I
people
mean, is
get
that
mad
right?
when you bother them too
And that's
much.
the problem
That's true.
with-
Some
I
people
do.
get mad you don't bother them enough, man.
I get mad when you bothered me for no good reason. You know what I mean? If you're gonna
like
interrupt
a-
my conversation, make it like something that like, do you need something? Is this
Right.
good? Don't just, hey, how's that? You know what I mean?
Man, this kid at
fun
Grand
talking.
Buffet looked like he was 12 years old.
Yeah, he probably was. He probably
I
was
know,
the
but
owner's kid or something.
the boss lady kept yelling at him because he wouldn't check and get my drink. So he would always come to our table, but it was like always at the wrong time after she would get us a refill,
Yeah.
and he kept getting in trouble. It's just funny. We were like, man, this kid probably don't even look legal.
I hate going to
Nah,
a
if it's
place.
your kids, you can make them work for you.
I
That's
hate
allowed.
not getting my coffee. If my coffee goes empty, like I hate being at a place that doesn't give me the pot.
Do you do the man down if your coffee's empty? If you drink all your coffee, put it on its side. That means, hey, I'm in a.
Chubbs.
This means I'm in a bad way for coffee. Get over here.
Back to what you were saying about Walmart, though.
Yes.
My grandpa worked for the union, was a union rep.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying. You know, that's what's wrong with people in America. I mean, that's the last thing on my mind, though, honestly.
It's really
when
not
I go
the
to
worst thing that's wrong
when
with
I-
people in America. I could go
like
all day,
Walmart's
especially
policies,
what's wrong with
but I
myself.
went to Vegas on a union expense trip that the union paid for my
Yeah.
grandpa. We stayed in this real fancy casino hotel, and it was it was like this union meeting at this
From
hotel,
all unions.
over.
Yeah, okay.
and all these people.
That's what
Somebody
your-
said something about Walmart, and
That's what your
everybody
union
at the
dues play for.
union was like, "Boo, Walmart!"
Well,
and
listen.
I'm just like, I didn't understand.
Well, how about this? My union dues pay for that guy, pay for your grandpa. I'm not in a union, so I don't. But people are. Every system gets abused. Even unions. Unions get abused all the time. That's why there's mafia is in unions. You know what I mean? Because you are basically you have to pay me to do steel work, or to be a mason. You got to pay me.
You know,
What
it's
is
like,
that? That's gang activity. That's extortion.
You know, it's like last year at Christmas time, I went Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
I was talking to my aunt, you know, and she's does everything like my dad does, or her dad, my grandpa. She's votes Democratic and
Yeah.
everything. My brother's a Republican,
Yeah.
and she looks at him and is like, "You know, are you really?" Like I told her, I was like, "Yeah, I went to Walmart, Chris." You went to Walmart? I don't go to Walmart.
I don't go to Walmart either. But I don't care if you
I go
do.
to Kmart.
Kmart's about the same.
Don't
though.
go to Walmart. Kmart is way cheaper, and they don't treat their employees.
No,
and
they
I'm
do
just
treat
like,
them bad. But
I'm
I
like,
do
you know
like
what?
companies
Maybe-
like Costco. Costco, they pay their employees very well. Very good
I've never
benefits.
even heard of it.
A man can raise a family off his
Costco.
Costco wages. They're like
Sweet.
Sam's Club. Or I would
See,
like to go.
that's-
I go to Central Center Hardware instead of
I've never
Lowe's.
been to Sam's Club because
Yeah,
I
I
don't want to
do.
pay that membership.
I go to if I have a flat tire, I don't go to Walmart. I go to the bike shop. I buy a tire and I let them put it on. And it costs me $7 or $8, but I do it because it's.
If Kmart was closer,
You would go there.
I would go to Kmart. I like it because they do have a lot
I
of
would prefer
cheaper
not to-
stuff than Walmart.
I would
honestly.
prefer not to go to either of those places.
I mean, dude, at Kmart one time I seen a Craftsman toolbox or some kind of toolbox for like $60, and it was nice. I was like, $60.
I saw
But
one
anyway,
Goodwill one time.
Let me go back to this
Hey,
one
that's
point.
a good shops. We went to the Goodwill store, didn't we? Bought some
yeah.
baseball stuff. Didn't
I
we?
got that book bag there.
Yeah.
Brand new awesome book bag.
Goodwill
Some book bag.
stores, pawn shops.
Listen, my original point is your money.
Listen up.
Think about your money as this. It's a tool. It's a pen. It's a hammer.
I know it. You have
so
to have it.
if we don't like Russia, do we sanction Russia? Do we make Russian citizens illegal to come into? No, we stop buying Russian products, and we start.
Well, we did stop them with the sanctions. Stop like
That forces.
Our
You shouldn't force anyone
Yeah.
to do it. Americans, as a people, should be able to decide whether they want to buy
I
things from Russia or not.
they stopped our chicken supply to Russia. Colbert was
Well,
talking about that.
Russia stopped
I
all their
watched-
energy supply to Germany, or are stopping all their energy that's going to Germany. That's going to cost German citizens a lot of money. But anyway, I digress to this point. Use your money as a tool. If you support Ukraine, buy things from Ukraine. Go to Ukraine. Give them money. Give them bitcoins. If you want Ukraine to beat Russia for you, give Ukrainians money, not the government. As citizens, it's your responsibility to do that.
Have you ever bought anything from the Ukraine?
I haven't, because I don't give a shit if Russia takes Chechnya or whatever that little island is, or eastern Ukraine, because you know what? 50 years ago, it was Russia, and most of them are Russians that live there.
Somebody, I can't remember what movie it was I was watching, but they said something stupid like, "Man, that came from China. Do you know how hard it is to get stuff that's made in China?"
Not very hard at all. But anyway, you should use your money as a tool. You put it where you invest it where you want things. If you want American-made products to do good,
You know what I
invest in
say?
American-made products.
I say, buy American made.
I try to whenever I can.
I say
have a
if you
fee
can,
up to like
because
depending on what it is, if it's $4 or $5 more.
I spent $100 on this guitar. It's acoustic electric guitar, and it was made. The sticker on the back, I swear, it says
Taiwan.
made in China.
Yeah.
I still left it on there. $100.
Just
It was awesome guitar. It's called a Crestwood. It's cutaway electric.
Well, and here's the thing: if you find an awesome guitar for $100 from China, Buy it, man.
but it sucks.
Okay, well,
Because
it's
I've
not
had
awesome
to
then.
I had to replace it. I mean,
Yeah,
not
so
not
it's
replace it. I've had to fix it
You
several
said it
times.
was a great. You said it was a great guitar. It's not
At
great
first,
then.
at first it was,
Okay,
but it's
well.
been beat. I've had to fix it a lot. So if it was
It's
an
not
American
awesome.
made,
It's not
guitar,
quality. Here's the sad thing about American made products though. They're shipping them out of our country. You know, like we have 2 Honda plants in Ohio that are making people are creating Honda vehicles and selling them. But Ford is moving their factories down to Mexico. So who should I support? Should I support the people that are creating jobs in Ohio, or should I support Ford in Detroit, which is going bankrupt and sending all the
I would
jobs
say-
down to Mexico?
I would say always support Ford because Henry
buy a Ford
Henry
in
Ford did a lot for America.
He did
With
a lot
the
for himself.
automobile.
He did a lot for the world. He introduced. Well, he didn't invent it, but he really put it
And
to its best use.
I drive a 1994 Ford F-150 5-speed straight six.
Yeah, but you know what? That
Parked
was.
out in your yard.
You know how many?
94. Just
Do you
changed
know
the
what
water
percentage
pump.
of Fords used to be
300
made in
straight
America?
six?
No, I have no idea.
100%. Now that's
That's
not
right.
the case anymore. You know what I mean?
Francois is
Yes, sir.
300 straight 6. 300 cubic.
No, I think it's I don't know.
Straight six. That's what you said.
It's
That's what it
maybe a
is.
2.7 or something.
It's a nice little
300?
truck, though.
I
need a
don't-
little
I don't
work
know.
truck. Anyway, man, I gotta go, man. It's way past my bedtime.
All right, everybody, Chubb's pussing out.
Hey!
Thanks again, Francois.
Francois, man.
Oh, thanks
hey,
for having
are
me.
you gonna come back, man?
Yeah, absolutely.
Roll,
Yeah.
That's
wait,
awesome.
Hey.
Rouleau?
Rouleau,
Rouleau?
which I think means roll in French.
You've got a little
Yes,
bleu on your
roulette.
shirt.
Which I was going to say, I know some French words and Spanish words are the same, but EAU
Listen.
ending is like plateau.
Italian,
And the word bow has an
Italian.
O, Rouleau.
Italian, French, and Spanish are all descendants of Latin.
Yeah, Latin.
That's why they're
Shut
all.
up. We're trying to get off the air.
Yeah, man. Let me out of
All
here.
right.
But anyways, one more thing on Rouleau. I seen boxes at work that had paper towel rolls, and they said